young successful black men find themselves in a place. Navigation of the little bit of power that you have, number one, don't confuse it with much, right? Don't confuse your money with power, loved one. Right? It feel good having money, but having power is a different stroke of the pen. It's just a different conversation. And I applaud you from getting some money. Our mission is to get some money, but what we go wrong at is we confuse the money with power. Sometimes I see dudes with a bunch of security around them. Their lives is in the hands of people that, for the most part, is unproven. You got to have a tough conversation with yourself. Hey, the people I got around me, are they willing to die? Are they willing to die? This is a deeper conversation than, yo, I'm famous, I'm popping. Is they willing to fight? Because some things bring on a level of viciousness. When you're dealing with a lot of money, the circumstances is high. And I'm not saying this for people to move around scared, but I think it's important to be aware. You got a bunch of guys around you who look at you as a client. I can even pull it off. I'll give you some game right now. I'll pull it off the high-level rap game because some of those guys know how to vet. Some of those guys got some paper. Some of them niggas is high-level thinkers, so they know what they kind of dealing with, even though it's still unproven ground. I think as much vetting as you can do, they've probably did that. But here's the biggest finesse right now in the world. The security of these high-level streamers. These guys here will flip from one side to the other. They don't provide any really level of security. These are young millionaire guys moving around. Now, Adin Ross and Kai Cenat, that's a different. But these other guys that be on camera, you look at their security. If you push up on them boys ain't gonna want no smoke. And it ain't but one or two of them. It ain't even a big deal to get this took care of. And I'm saying this because these young boys need to understand that to rob a streamer feel much easier than robbing a rapper. So now I'm speaking directly to you high-level streaming niggas. You got to be moving around a little bit different. I know the game plan is to limit the probability of being in those areas where those things can take place, but I do want y'all to know the fame that come with that. See, when the kids know who you is, that ain't really no big deal, but when you got Drake start to shout you out and then you get certain rappers say, yo, I ran into a streamer when I was buying this Bentley truck. And it was a streamer dude there when I was getting this home. You know what I'm saying? And certain things like that, along with the fame and the clout, you know, it activates other things. And these guys be having a merry old time, man, with one or two security dudes that'll let them get smacked, spit on, shit through at them. Like, you dig what I'm saying? And so they operate in this very weird place. But the finesse on those guys right now, because I'm sure they paying for these guys to act as security. These guys are not securing anything. These streamer guys have to be aware. And I imagine a lot of them are guys that come from inside the house. So they may be like, you know, they may be hyper spooked out. But the difference would be, though, that the streamer guys don't really have jewelry on. The black ones do. Some of those black streamer guys, they be looking like rappers. You see what I'm saying? They move around like rappers almost. You see what I mean? I don't know about security-wise, but I'm saying when you see them, certain people probably confuse those guys with, man, he probably rap. Because people old school, they think a black dude, the only way he can get money is being a rapper. I be getting that sometime. I be saying, sweetie, I don't do no rapping. I done packaged this shit here for sale. I got game for sale. I don't do no whole bunch of rapping and all that, respectfully. You'll see sometimes these streamer guys, because some of them they try to be calculated in their movement, so you'll see them sometimes try to navigate through and connect with certain people. And see, I keep telling y'all that you can't help a nigga out of hating on you. But I just think that's a big boy finesse going on. But here's something I want to talk about, Blueface. For those of you unaware, Blueface was arrested for a shooting out in Las Vegas. He just went to court for that. He has been out on bond. I think that at this particular time, he's been able to be presented with some sort of suspended sentence, probation, which now makes him on probation in 2 different states. I'm interested in not this case, right? I'm interested in more so the reaction of the individual that was shot in this case. Let's pay attention. Take a look at this video.
It's time now to hear from Mr. Traylor. Are you ready to come up, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to be at council table or at the podium?
The podium is fine.
Okay, come on up. Before you give your testimony, the clerk will speak. Swear you in before you speak.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Please state your full name, spelling your first and last name for the record.
Kentavious Traylor, K-E-N-T-A, B as in boy, I-U-S, last name Traylor, T-R-A-Y-L-O-R.
And Mr. Traylor, what is your testimony today for the court?
So first of all, I just want to start by saying thank you, Judge. I'm just completely disappointed in this complete process, actually. From the DA to his representation, to him, to everything. It's just all been a complete drop of the ball on my end. I have complete lost faith in the justice system. This crime has done nothing but take a toll on my life since the day it happened. I haven't been able to get work.
All right, so if you're paying attention, now he's getting to the part where clearly he's headed for a civil suit, right? He's trying to justify a civil suit. He don't even see the trick that's been played here. But he's trying to justify some sort of civil suit. But first, he addressed the court, and he was unhappy with their ability to be able to reach a deal in which this guy wasn't facing jail time. So instead of holding court in the streets, because evidently there was some sort of back and forth or something happening again, and I'm getting old enough now where all this shit sounds stupid to me. But I want to entertain it because there's young men that's following these rules, and they don't really understand what they're getting themselves into. So here we are, got a young man that's been shot after an altercation. I don't know who started it. I think it was over a girl. Something happened. The girl ended up being smacked. Somebody was shot. He now show up to court. I want him hung. I want him hung, Your Honor. Now picture me sitting across from a nigga I done had to shoot. This is what I want y'all to pay attention to, because these niggas are huff and puff, and not even homeboy, because I don't know the exact situation. But you would shoot one of these niggas and they'll show up like that right there and demand you get 100 years for it. It ain't that I don't think these guys, see, because all these guys be peddling street nigga behavior. This is the problem I be having with the blog things. You peddling this street nigga behavior. I ain't no street nigga, but you all in the street shit. You all in the street shit. You all out here bullshitting with the street niggas, but you acting like I ain't no street nigga. Yeah, y'all gonna do me like that? What happens is when you get in the pool, you get wet. When you get on the field, you get tackled. So it's a trick they running, where they peddling street nigga behavior, but then soon as some street shit pop off, I'm not a street guy. You can't handle me like that. The street rules bend when they lose. Long as they win, the street rules is intact, right? So if I catch you, I put belt to your ass, the street rules is intact. But if you catch me and shoot me down, man, that wasn't cool. Man, I'm really finna let this detective know, man. Them folk, man, we been going at it with them folk. And then I'm gonna go, I ain't really no street dude. Because you lost your first battle. See, most street dudes done already went through battles that they done lost and won and lost and won, and battles that's ongoing, and it's all kind of things happening. What happens is these guys run into their first battle off peddling street shit. They run into their first battle, lose, and I ain't no street nigga, no way. I ain't got no business in. Well, why was you doing that? And so he alleges that it's because of the money. Pay attention.
Everything has gone down the drain. And yeah, I just feel like this has not been done on my case. I mean, this hasn't been done on my behalf. I know people who get more time for stealing bubble gum, honestly. I know people who do more time for stealing TVs than they do for shooting somebody. I'm just completely disappointed in all of this. I hate the way my name was ridiculed in the social media before I could even find out about it. Like I said, just this complete process has been a complete drop of the ball. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. It's a complete drop of the ball, and that's it. It is what it is.
And Mr. Trailer, I really appreciate you expressing the frustrations that you have, and I know that the outcome here today won't change that because what the negotiation is has a certain range of sentence and a certain
but
aspect to it.
even that, like I said, I feel like those terms and conditions, I know myself included, would have more than that for domestic violence, for this or that. He has this going over multiple states, multiple this, multiple that. You guys are arguing semantics on can he come here to make money, and so he doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be out and walking around. He doesn't deserve any of that, honestly. But because he has a little bit of money and a little bit of a name, you guys are going to give him that, and that's okay. But just at the end of the day, like I said, I just want to say my piece, and like I said, I'm completely disappointed in all of this.
Understood. Mr. Trailer, and I'm not trying to convince you anything otherwise, and I'm not having a dialogue with you here. I'm just trying to give you the wrap up here that.
So in court, words are very important. Really, words are important everywhere, but especially in court because seeing what's on the line, the variables, right? You got your life on the line, your freedom on the line, certain things on the line, your record, which could cripple you in regards to the job market, which a lot of people that catch those cases and catch cases consequently do try to enter in the workforce at some point. You hear her say something, I'm not having dialogue with you, mean really shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Yeah, when you talking in court and they tell you, hey, this ain't really no dialogue, they really mean, yo, shut your bitch ass up when I'm talking. What I say go around here, young man. Then shut your bitch ass up. That's really what that mean. The fact that I look around, if I'm Blueface, number one, I ain't even got no business in no situation like this. But if I'm Blueface and I look around and this nigga here done tricked me into shooting him, the kind of nigga that'll do this right here, that'll come and beg the courtroom. It's a lot of these out here, what I'm telling y'all. They'll make you shoot them and they'll show up in court somewhere and say, y'all let them get away with that? Man, that man could have killed me. I think he deserved 50 years. I believe he need to be under the jail. Throw away the key. And you say, man, that's that nigga made me shoot him. Even though you might be in court saying, I don't know what happened, but in your mind it's like, that's that little nigga that made me, I had to fire that. I had to put that fire on him. And now he's showing up with this vibration. But I want y'all to pay attention to something. Yo, I'm not having dialogue with you. And people who haven't entered into the court system, you don't even know things like this can happen. And he up there crying about that. He been shot. I know a dude that was shot by the police and they went behind the mother back and made a deal with the state. There's a dude named Daniel Hambrick in Nashville, come from where I come from. He running away from the police. They gun him down. Shoot him. Shoot this dude. He harmless. He running away. Shoot this dude. The judge and the DA make a agreement to get that man 2 years for shooting a black man running away. The whole state was in uproar. It meant nothing. The mother sat there and cried. The lawyer got up there and spoke. The family expressed their grievances. It didn't mean anything because the system is in place. There's two different systems. We hear it all the time. That's why reform is important. Because they handle the police on both sides different than they handle the pedestrian. They handling these things different. Man, if I shoot a dog running away from my property after it killed my puppy, they gonna do more than me. They gonna do more to me about that. If they find out that I come outside and shoot a dog after it done killed my puppy in my yard and it's running away and I gun him, man, they gonna do more than that. They gave this man 2 years. So when I see guys come in like this, number one, I know the system is the system is the system. I tell my homeboys that, yeah, everything make common sense when the judge ain't listening. Everything sound good when the judge ain't listening, but when you get in court, it's semantics now. It's high-level semantics. You dig what I'm saying? Who interprets the law? How can you argue that interpretation of the law? You see what I mean? Case law, grab some other right? It's high-level semantics. So what you say outside the court, and now it's about painting it around that law. When you know about these kind of things, you notice how the system works. So it's interesting to hear this lady tell him, yo, this ain't a dialogue, sir.
We're going to conclude this case. It sounds like you have another process pending. So
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with how I feel about this in general.
Again,
Yeah.
not a dialogue.
Yeah,
I'm just sharing some information with you, okay? I understand that. I'm not trying to convince you of anything different. I'm trying to tell you that we're going to complete this process here today.
Yeah.
To the extent that it closes out this process, good or bad, obviously bad from your perspective, it will close it out. And I hope that you'll use the other process to find whatever relief it is that you are seeking, not meaning whatever I presuppose any outcome there, but just that there is another avenue. And the court is going to act within the parameters of what it has here and bring this matter to a close. But I can assure you, I'm not giving anybody any breaks because of any status they have or money they have. I'm working within a system and within a negotiation, and I trust my counsel to make negotiations for reasons, and I appreciate that that's not going to sit well with you. I just thank you for your time here today and letting us know how you feel about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's important.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Traylor. You may
Appreciate
take your seat if you wish to stay.
Mom, the fans are here!
Sir, I'm just here to deliver a
The
package.
fans are here!
Nah, bruh.
Mom, the fans are here!
Sir, I'm just here to deliver a
The
package.
fans are
Homeboy. Why would he do that? Then I think he said something about get back on his way out. You gonna get some get back and you done alerted the authorities? This is what y'all niggas done got good at, is at alerting the authorities of the situation. Y'all are being sold things that the people selling them ain't buying. People are selling you food they ain't eating. People are placing you in restaurants they don't go. People are selling you ingredients that they won't intake. Selling you medicine that they won't prescribe themselves. Selling you food that they won't digest. Selling you standards that they won't uphold. Like that, if you pay attention. It's a bad feeling when you had juice and ain't got juice no more. So you will never know they don't got the juice. And they don't know that getting the juice, again, is recognizing that you ain't got the juice. So they'll stay in the shadow back there because they think people don't notice that I ain't got the juice no more. But part of the hustle is if I drop it, I gotta recover it. That's part of the hustle. So if the juice slip out my hand, I got to get that back. If I slip and get it wrong, I got to get it right. I don't expect everything to go as planned, but I plan to expect everything to keep going. So I got a plan for the plan. That's what y'all just be having a plan. You ain't even having a plan for the plan. That's why you have a business and a plan for the business. Just having the business ain't doing you no good. You got to have a plan for the business. Just waking up every day, you got to have a plan for the day. I'm teaching you high-level game. If you plan on me stopping, you really need to find you somebody to play with. And sometimes I be dumbing it down. I tell myself, yo, low profile, brother. Low profile. See, I'm already a threat. And when you a threat, you got to be low profile because they won't hand you anything. They won't allow you to do much when you a threat. They say if you want to capture a man, agree with everything he says. That's why you'll see people like Bobby get certain interviews because there ain't no pushback. There's certain things happening in the universe if you just pay attention. And lately there's been some Twitter comments from Jay-Z. I've reported on this back when Jay-Z and Kevin Hart sat down. I think it was a really good interview, but Jay-Z basically let people know, yo, when I go home, I don't like to be hassled and harassed about finances. People don't know, man, it take all my bandwidth to run this shit. It take everything I got to keep my head on straight and keep all this shit going at a high level. One slip and it's all gone and you bother me by $4,500. I'm your cousin and you don't know how to get 4,500 off that? I'm worth a couple billion. My name hold weight damn near in every country. You can't get 3,500 off being my cousin? I don't got no business next to you. See, niggas don't pride themselves in getting money. They pride themselves in you giving them money. Ain't no way in the hell you telling me Jay-Z your cousin or your uncle, your nephew, or whatever it might be, and you can't get 3,500 off that relationship. You can't get him on the phone for an outlet. You can't work a... Bro, come on, we talking about Jay-Z. And so what I'm saying is my money don't do you no good without the plan. Man, I can pour into you, man. See, and then when we come from this industry, we come from a dark hole. We understand you can pour $1 billion in this shit and get nothing for it. There's pockets in life, there's industries without information that if you go into them and dump your money into them, it's a black hole. When you telling me you need 4,500 for $5 million, they didn't even consider that. They ain't even consider I've been doing business at the highest level. My profit margins are where they need to be in every industry. And you telling me you can make $5 million out 5,000 and I'm supposed to bite into that. I'm high level game. I'm high level nigga and you running low level shit on me. And I can't tell you about it because I'm rich. And my new question is if I'm your loved one in your family, you can't get no money off that. You don't know how to work or move off. In the streets, it tell you, right? Say you somebody getting some loads. If you see a little thing over there and he working and he getting them a little, say he getting a 4.5, or say he getting 2-3 pounds, or quarter brick, or you know, say he getting a half a zip of ice, or whatever he working with. What happens is the other hustlers look around, right? We know about what people spending, right? Because we all got to go through somebody. It's a supply chain happening. So somebody know what you spending. And that dude that know what you spending, if he really tied in or plugged in, the way you do it will unlock opportunity. That's why I tell people just focus on making sure you know what you doing. Because the way you do what you doing to unlock all the opportunity needed for you, the universe, like, it'll unlock for you. It's an obedient universe. It'll unlock. So let's just say you maintaining, and I see what, damn, he got 4.5, but he done scratched up on a couple of cars he own. He got 2-3 baby mamas he taking care of. Like he maintaining. He handling that shit over there. Every few days he coming back, reeing up. He might get the 6. He might get the 7 ounces. Fall back. He don't go under that 4.5 though. Then the hustlers can see that and say, oh, if I lock into him, turn him up some more, get more coming his way, he can maintain it because he know how to maintain that little bit that he got. So if Jay-Z is my family and I can't find a way to get no money about that. I remember Holyfield, I was talking about, yo, you got one of the little dudes named Holyfield that he just don't box or nothing. So he just gonna drop the ball. We done built this legacy up for 30 years in this boxing game, meaning that if you got the last name Holyfield, they gonna give you a shot. All you got to do is be halfway decent. What's even more concerning for someone like me that's watching for information, if I'm somebody like Jay-Z and I come home and my real blood can't make nothing off me, and I know for a fact that it's 1,000 niggas that's around me that made themselves millionaires and they got one picture with me. Niggas can take one picture with me and turn it into something. My family can't take the family relationship that we got and turn that into nothing. I see and that's what I saw people try to relate it to Donald Trump and all these people. It's a different thing. That dynamics are different. They can't pass opportunity down just by being in association unless it's in an industry that they penetrated. Like right now, Trump has that kind of name too. It's like if you Trump, then they might look at it a certain way, whether that's good or bad. But dealing with Jay-Z in particular, There's people who Jay-Z may have only got one picture with, may have been invited to a Rock Nation brunch and never been close around him. They've been able to make money off the relationship with this man. They've been able to do something of tangible value with their relationship. So if I can see the people, these local dudes that when I come in the city, these photographer dudes, these little, just take a shot out from me and make something. These niggas are taking, man, can you just shot this out for me? Da-da-da-da. They'll make something off that, man. We living in that kind of era to where a business owner can see me out. And just because of who I am, if they give me their phone for 10 seconds and I just say, yo, man, make sure you go get that new It's Up There podcast, this big woo-de-woo talking, that can penetrate the market. They can market that right. That now comes a commercial. Y'all can't do nothing with the family relationship. People think when you make it, the fear leaves. Like, all right, man, you can finally relax. You've made it. No, the fear changes. And if anything, it magnifies. Like, oh, fuck, now I can't drop the ball. Before, it was just fun and games. It was just popping shit. Now, it's a couple billion at stake. Now I can't fall. I can't make certain mistakes. I got to watch certain things. It's very serious on this level. And it takes every bit of my bandwidth just to stay afloat. It's like I'm walking up the steps with all the groceries from the trunk because I don't know if the rest of the family gonna get to make it to the store. But boy, if I'm Jay-Z, I got to get up to the store and get everything I need. So now here I am I'm walking in with the fam, I'm walking the groceries. I'm walking generational wealth to my family. It take everything I got not to drop the eggs, not to drop a bag, not to put it all down and have to regroup. So that's what you see Kanye going through right now. I'm putting it all down. I got to regroup and put it back on my own. I ain't making 2 trips. I maybe can't get back up the stairs. I don't know. Maybe the family don't make it. Maybe this our last shot. Maybe this all we got. So hell, I'm walking and it's a lot at stake. It's a lot at stake. When you in this industry for so long and you fake like you can block out the diss records. You fake like you can block out the blogs. You fake like you can block out the comments. You fake like you ain't associated with all these different things. This is repellent for the people that seek attention. I deem it not to be true. I deem these guys to believe hyper-focused on what's being said about them. Especially now that I'm in a low-level tier of this. I know you have to figure this out. You want to know why they thinking like that. What is the fuck? What are these dudes? Are they really serious? You really are interested in what are they serious? So you put the repelling on that, yo, I don't even look at this shit. I don't even see what these niggas be saying. But you can block all of that out. You can't block the people out that's close enough to emotionally extort you. Now, this is a new phenomenon that we're recognizing is happening. People are emotionally extorting you. They're getting around you and they're dumping their problems on your lap without any consideration as to where you stand in your life. Your house can be on fire. Your relationship can be burning to the ground. Your kids can be going astray. Your wife can be leaving the house. They just want to talk to you about what they got going on, and they haven't even tapped in to see if you are even surviving your storms. And they haven't tapped in with you once. They can care less because right now they just need to dump it out. Just anybody, I just need to get this out. And sometimes we are being affected by those things. And so I definitely want to tell people, like, be careful what you consume. Because what you consume becomes your culture.